Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where I'll be taking you through the OpenStax.org textbook called Prealgebra, second edition. And specifically, I'm in the section 1.1 called Introduction to Whole Numbers. And I'll be taking you through some of the section 1.1 exercises at the end of the section, specifically the ones under the heading Use place value to name whole numbers. So here we are at openstax.org, all right, Prealgebra second edition, 1.1, Introduction to Whole Numbers. And I'm in the section 1.1 exercises. And I've done several videos now on some of these, and now I'm in the heading Use place value to name whole numbers. Now, as I said in previous videos on exercises, please pause the video before I start an exercise and do it yourself first, see how well you can do. Then come back and watch me do the exercise and compare your work to mine and see how you're doing, see how well you're picking up the material. All right, because if you're just watching me do these things and you're not trying them on your own, you're not practicing yourself, there's a very good chance that you are not going to get the material as well as you'd like. So please do some work on your own. And then, of course, when you are doing exercises in the text, it is assumed that you have also done the reading of the section or watching videos related to the section, right? I have also put out videos where I read through the section and did example problems and try-it problems related to each objective from this section. So I'm assuming that you have seen those or that you've read the section, especially this heading, use place value to name whole numbers. So this won't be a lesson. It's just going to be applying the lesson from earlier to answer some questions. So in the following exercises, name each number in word. All right, so number 13. So number 13, now I'm going to say it out loud, but we're given this number with these digits, 1, comma, and then 0, 7, 8. So when naming a number in word, right, when naming a whole number in word, remember from the reading in the previous videos, starting from the right, most digits, every 3 digits, right, is separated by a comma, and every 3 digits is referred to as a period, and the first 3 digits are the ones period. You got the ones place, the hundreds, the thousands. Those are all the hundreds. The ones place, the tens place, the ones place, the tens place, and the hundreds place. My apologies. And these make up the ones period. And then the next 3 digits, which I know there's only 1 here, but you could technically throw a 0 in these first 2, but the next 3 make up what's called the thousands period. So the ones period, the thousands period, right? And these all end in the word thousand, right? 1,000, 10,000s, 100,000s, right? If you saw some more digits there. And then after that, you have the millions period, the billions period, the trillions, and so on. So when naming a number, you're going to name it from left to right, period by period. Remember, numbers, right? And writing out the words and separate, periods by commas, just like in the number. So this number here is, one, right? The thousand, there's 1,000. There's only 1,000, comma. And then the ones period, there's, no hundreds, but 78. This represents, 78. There are 78 ones. Now they don't write the word ones. Right? That's the only period that the name doesn't get written. So 1,078. Now a two-digit number like 78 will get hyphenated. Right? Two-digit numbers that are 21 or greater that have two non-zero digits like 78, 21, 32, 58, 59, 75, 84 will all be hyphenated like this. All right, so that's from 21 to 99 will be hyphenated. The only ones that don't get hyphenated are the ones in the teens, 11 to 19 don't get hyphenated. And all the multiples of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90, those don't have any need to be hyphenated. It's just the two-digit numbers, right, that get hyphenated like this. So 70 hyphen 8. And that is that. The name of this number, 1078. The end. Let's verify it, right? This is an odd numbered problem. So you can, click on in the exercises the link on the odd numbered problem. It takes you to the solution set in the answer key, and you see 1,000, comma 78 with hyphen. All right, great. And then I click on the number again. It takes me back to the section. Maybe not the exact same exercise, but I'm back on the section, and that was number 13, right? So there's number 13. I'm going to do the same thing with all of these, right? I'm going to identify the periods that show up in the number, and then you name it from left to right, one period at a time, putting a comma between each period. Number 14. All right, now the even numbered problems, you're just going to kind of have to believe it. There's no answer to the even numbered problems in the answer key. So just, believe what I'm saying based on experience and, the reading from earlier previous videos. You should see that this is correct. All right. So number 14, we're given this number here, 5, comma 902. Very similar to the previous one. All right, so I'm not going to write the periods again, but we have 5,000. And then now there's 100, right? Earlier there was 0 hundreds, but now there are some hundreds, 9 hundreds, and it's 902, right? There's no tens. So in words, this is 5, there's 5 in the thousands period, 5,000, comma, and then in the ones period, 902. 902. Right, and don't say and 2. We'll see much later when you say the word and, it's usually when there's a decimal involved. If this had a 0.3 or 0.7 or point something, the word and will usually represent the decimal point. So don't write the word and here. It's just 902. And that's it. All right, this is 5,902. Great. I got lots of room on this page, so I'm just going to keep adding to it. All right, so number 15, which we can check, and I will, but we're given these digits. So we have 364, comma, 510. So again, still just the two periods, like in the first two problems, 13 and 14. So again, this is the thousands period, then the ones period, right? The ones to the far right, then the thousands to the left of that. So we have 364,000, comma, 510. That's it. So I'm going to write that out. So there are 364, and again, like 78 earlier, these two-digit numbers where there are two non-zero digits that are 21 or greater will be hyphenated. So it's 364 with the hyphen, 1,000, comma, and then the ones period, 510. And that's it. There is the words that are that number, represent that number. Let's check this, right? It's an odd number one, might as well, never hurts to check your work. I click on 15 there. 364 with the hyphen, 1,000, 510. Exactly what I had written. Wonderful. All right, click on it again, takes you back, and then we'll scroll back up. All right, so that was number 15. Number 16 has the same number of digits as number 15, so it should have a very similar looking name. Number 16. The digits are 146, comma, 023. So once again we have just the thousands period and the ones period. So it's going to be something thousand and then something after that. So I'm seeing 146, where I'm going to hyphenate that, 40 hyphen 6, comma, and here there's no hundreds, so it's just simply 23 with a hyphen, again, 20 hyphen 3. So 146,000, right? That's the thousands period. So 146,000, comma, and then the ones, again, there's just 23. And there you go. Now, I know it's an even number, so you can't really check it, but, hopefully you believe me. All right, next, we're going to be flying through these now. Number 17. Now, this has an extra period on it, number 17. So you see, I'll write them out, right? You can see there are 7 digits instead of 6. So we have 5, comma, 8, 4, 6, comma, 1, 0, 3. So once again, the periods, I'm just going to do this because there's this extra period now with the 5. And the period, the first 3 digits to the right, on the right side here are the ones period, as we've seen. Then the next 3 between the commas here, the thousands period. And then the next 3, I know there's only 1, but the next 3 would be the millions period. So this is going to be something million, something thousand, something, right, when I name it in words. So left to right, we're seeing, 5, just 5 million. So 5 million, comma, 846 with the hyphen, 846,000, 846,000, comma, and then in the ones period, we have 103, no tens, 103. And that's it. That number written in words. And again, never hurts to check your work, and may as well since it's an odd numbered problem. Click on 17 here. 5,846,103. Exactly what I had written. Beautiful. Take me right back. Go back up. We were at 17. All right. So number 18 has the same number of digits as 17, so it'll have a pretty similar name. It's got the same periods. So number 18, got 1, comma, 458, comma, 398, and that's it. So same periods. You got 1,458,398. And that's what I'll write out in words. Right? So the millions period, there's just one. 1,000,000, comma. Then the thousands period, 458 with the hyphen. So 458, and that's in the thousands period, right? So 458,000, comma, and then the ones period, 300, and then 98 with the hyphen. 398. And there you go. That's that number written in words. Wonderful. All right, then we increase it by one digit yet again for number 19. All right, numbers 19 and 20 have the same number of digits. Both have 8 digits. So number 19, the number we're given, the digits from left to right are 3, 7, comma, 8, 8, 9, comma, 0, 0, 5, right? So still 3 periods, just like the previous 2 problems. So it's the ones on the far right, the thousands here, then the million. So this is 37 million with a hyphen on 37, right? 37,889,000 hyphen on 89. I'm going to stop saying the hyphen thing and just write it. And then the ones place is simply, there's no hundreds, no tens, this is 5. So 37,889,005. I'll write that out. 37 million, comma, 889,000, comma, 5. And that's that number written in words. Once again, it's an odd numbered problem. Might as well check it. 37,889,005. And technically they should have the hyphen. No, they have the hyphen everywhere else. This 37 should be hyphenated. Okay. Honestly, if I were testing you, if you were in a course of mine and you forgot the hyphen, uh, I wouldn't really take any points away from you. As long as you got the correct words, right? 37 million. All right. Then number 20 has the same number of digits as number 19. So here's number 20. Digits given are, from left to right, 6, 2, comma, 0, 0, 8, comma, 4, 6, 5. So again, 3 periods, ones on the right, then thousands, then millions, right? Same as before. So this is 62 million, then just 8,000, right? No 100,000s, no 10,000s, just 8,000. And then the ones you have 465. So this is 62 million, comma, 8,000, comma, 465. We have it. And then that number written in Word. All right. Then we start getting into some problems with other words in it, but we're still asked to, name the number that shows up in words. So 21, the height of Mount Rainier in Washington, right, is 14,410 feet. Right, so we're just taking the number 14,410 and writing those in words, right? This is 14, comma 410 and writing this in words, right? So this again, the 2 periods, thousands and ones. So that's 14,000, comma 410. And they said it was feet, right? So you might throw units on things usually when there's words involved. They'll put units, attach units to numbers to give them meaning. So I'm going to say that that's probably going to show up in the answer, right? This is odd numbered, so I'll click on it, see what they write. And yeah, see, they just write the number, 14,410. But as I was saying, most times when words are involved, word problems, you should also attach units to a number to give it meaning, right? So I would more than likely say put feet on here to give the number meaning. All right, and back to number 22. All right, the height of Mount Adams. Now I know Mount Rainier is in Washington. I'll have to look up where Mount Adams is. I probably should have beforehand, whatever. But the height of some Mount Adams, is, 12,276 feet. And it's writing this number in words, right? That's 12,276. Right? The number 22, we're given, these numbers. And just the 2 periods, right? The thousands period with the 12, the ones period with the 276. So that is, 12,000 comma, 276. And, this was the number of feet that Mount Adams is tall, right? So there's the number of feet, that Mount Adams height is in words. Okay. 23. 70 years is 613,200 hours. So just writing out what I just said, in words. So number 23, the number given in this problem, 613, comma, 200. Once again, there's still just the two periods, thousands, ones. So this is, 613,000, comma. And then the ones is just 200 and no tens, no ones. So just 200. And this was, hours. Right? They said there were this many hours in 70 years. 70 years has 613,200 hours. Once again, it's odd, so I'll check it out. 613,200. Exactly what I have written. And like I keep mentioning with the units, right? Feet, minutes, hours, days, degrees, whatever. If usually word problems will have units attached to numbers to give them meaning. So I would highly recommend when you have a word problem with units attached to numbers, rate those units. All right, the number 24. One year, all right, 1 year is 525,600 minutes. If you're a fan of the musical Rent, you more than likely already knew this. But yeah, there's a song, 525,600 minutes, right? How do you measure a year? So, the number we're given, 525, comma, 600. And that's just two periods once again, the thousands and the ones. So it's 525,000, comma, all right, 525,000, and then 600. And this was minutes, right? Minutes in a year, 525,600 minutes in 1 year. In words. Great. All right, so then number 25. So the U.S. Census estimate of the population of Miami-Dade County in Florida was, and now we have three periods, right? The two commas, we have three periods. It'd be 2,617,176. And so I'm going to write that out in words. Number 25, right? The number we're given. 2, comma, 617, comma, 176. And now there's the millions period, then the thousands, then the ones, right? So there's 2 million, comma, then in the thousands period, 617, comma, and the ones 176. And this was, people. I know they didn't say it, but they said it was a population, right? Some population estimate for Miami-Dade County. And being an odd number, may as well check it out. So yes, 2,617,176. Exactly what I have written. And, people in Miami-Dade County. All right, back to it. Number 26, another population, right? So this is a number of people. And, the population of Chicago was 2,718,782. Right. So number 26. So pretty close to Miami-Dade County here. That's the whole county, though. This is the city of Chicago. It might be whenever this book was written. It's probably a lot different now. I know this book is a little older, but 2,718,782, and the three periods: millions, thousands, ones. So 2 million, comma, 718,000, comma, 782. And this was a population again, so I'll put the units people on that. And wonderful. Okay. All right. Number 27. Getting near the end here. There are projected to be 23, again, three periods. So I got the millions again at the far left. 23,867,000, and there's no one, so it just ends in 867,000. 23,867,000 college and university students in the U.S. in 5 years. So this will be numbers of students, right? So the units all right at the end is students. Number 27, right? The number given, 23, comma, 867, comma, 000. So again, still the three periods: millions, thousands, ones. So we have 23 million, comma, 867,000, comma, well, and that's it. There are no ones. So this would be, students. There's the number written in words: 23,867,000. And once again, being an odd number, might as well check it out. 23 million. All right, so it looks like they don't hyphenate before the name of a period, but they do hyphenate at the end of the name. This is before the name of a period, though. I don't know why they're hyphenating sometimes, but not hyphenating. Yeah. Again, not a huge deal if you don't hyphenate. But 23,867,000 students. Right. All right, then back up here, number 28. About 12 years ago, there were, here's a number with three periods once again, millions, thousands, ones, 20,665,415 registered automobiles in California. So this is automobiles, the units on this number. So the number given in 28, you have 20, comma, 665, comma, 415, right, 415. So once again, the three periods, millions, thousands, ones. So this has, 20 million, comma, 665,000. Comma, and the ones 415. All right, and this was registered automobiles. All right, I'll just put automobiles for the units. And there's your number written out in words. Okay, great. All right, then the last two numbers, all right, number 29 and 30, both have the same number of digits, but both of them have 10 digits. So this, in the whole video, these two problems have the most digits we've seen so far. And the most periods. Right now there are 3 commas, meaning 4 periods are involved in these numbers. So the population, 29, the population of China is expected to reach 1 billion. All right, this period to the left of millions is the billions period. So I'll write it out for this one. 377,583,156 in 2016. Okay, so I'm making this video in 2024. So that tells you how long ago these exercises were written, right? At least before 2016. All right, so let's go to some paper, right? Number 29. But still, I mean, it doesn't matter when the text was written. Can you write the numbers in words? That's the exercise, right? So here it is written out 1, comma, 377, comma, 583, comma, 1, 5, oops, sorry, it's a 5, 1, 5, 6. All right. So yeah, the periods, right? Again, far right, the ones period, once again. Then this is the thousands period. Then this is the next 3 digits are the millions period. Right? Then the next 3, which I know there's only one, but the next 3 are part of the billions period, right? And then you have the trillions, the quadrillions, the quintillions, sextillions, septillions, and so on. We haven't seen anything that large, but so it's going to be something billion, something million, something thousand, something when I write it out in words. So here it's left to right, there's one, only one there, 1 billion, comma, then the millions period, 377. So 377 million, comma, then the thousands, 583 thousand 583,000, comma, and then finally in the ones, 100, and this is a 5, sorry, 156. There you go. And this was people in China, right? Projected number of people. But there's your number, gigantic, written in words. And once again, last odd numbered problem here. Might as well check. Number 29, 1,377,583,156. Exactly what I had written. All right, and now finally, number 30, the last of these use place value to name whole numbers exercises. Number 30, the population of India is estimated at, again, we have the 3 commas, right? So 4 periods with the billions on the left. 1,267,401,849 as of July 1st, 2014. So again, so this text, whenever they wrote this, was probably around this date. And that is not important. Again, when it was written, important. It's, can you perform the exercise? Can you write these numbers in words? So here it is given in digits, 1 comma, and then 267 comma 401 comma 849. So again, the 4 periods, like earlier, billions, millions, thousands, ones. So again, there is, 1 billion, comma, 267 million, comma, 401,000, comma, and then 849. And this is people, right? Again, this is population. So yeah, 1,267,401,849. Wonderful. And that is it for that group of exercises. So that was a lot of practice there. Hopefully you also took the time to practice these yourself before watching me. You got lots of practice, writing out numbers by their full names. Right. And then the next video I put out will be on the next group of exercises. Use place value to write whole numbers. So this is the other way around, where you're given the words and you write the digits. So that should be a lot quicker. All right. And thank you very much for watching.